Bonon Snia Sompa 93.1 FM Sona Masugu Amutie Ebusia for Brasson and someone Yabuano or May Muni no tuning in Nata Docroni Abomum Pitripin in Patrapa Yaji Brady Abesomo says some perfect Siemu Cassiabo 98.9 this year Wabruman Temnum Subesum now I'm the Agun from Emuna Cassiabono Emu and Intripia Obetia and say Tumudia Umra Ajabo yes watchna woman de bakwa kwato emrachebe dwafiem ene disi amanyokuo panifa wo fankrata no ene papa kwabrando fonso wode ne de no ekọ na afutu akode ama wo man no se yanhwe yi a kwan ya yese sika wa amanyo semu no ebema yakabi mami nkapi atumi age agu konfa no chia ban ya sabia se referral treatment center ho wo ye nurse ni yedwumayeni a woni ho akwanya se social media no obekoso na papa is a kosai en wakasa se Dr. Anthony Akuto say ya wawu no wo man no ya hwere ni pakasie pa ya wo man ho donso eda na koma so nana no muzirimifo wa free akomchen kronkron na ase nam so masantemante mu chief imam wa kasanso ede afa ho ye ma me ne papa no ewoketia se wo monti bida se papa ba wo mi abekase yemie na nei yesi wo monso ensan entum se ye kasa imra hyebedwa fie wo montumi si gina ye ewo asoafo no ho sa nsem ye mu ye ne anu aba na ya chirtwie ebetwetwe ho enkomo Kasie boy min kwadra na masisi akonwa mi ko ni solo wahene ni amakrancha da zoas of mami premier ni yemfra se ne fa kasie bonu mu nsem emramo LGBTQ prase turumudie ho mra o ma no obi adra MP ranking member komra sebedwa fie mu a emra ene mra sebedwa fie no ntotie nyina da constitutional legal and parliamentary affairs wono adra na emra sebedwa ni ma de hye Akachi South Bernard Ahiafo eno de abetu dwa wo kirem se match bosome ne de toso aduonu nan edachena wo de mra na koto mra sebedwa fie ehun nsem ne ho nkeka ye nyina da wawie ne sese wo yi free mu ne sese wo de hye mu se de be na Ghana fo emedi won mu hwamonti wo mu gina wo mu na so pepepe emfa ho ne abrochira maya wo mu nsem obie wo mu ntumi mechekere so afre David mfanso ayen ba bi egina no yempe.
Well, the LGBTQ bill was introduced in Parliament as a private member's bill. After first reading, it was referred to the Committee on Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, of which I am the ranking member. We have advertised the bill, and it generated so much concern that we received 200 memoranda from civil society organizations, the Christian society, the traditional leaders, the individuals, the academia, and we have to sit as a committee to give a hearing to most of the people who presented a memorandum to the committee. So we have done that painstakingly, after which the committee resolved into a consideration of the bill clause by clause. Now we are at a stage that the committee's report and the recommended amendments on the LGBTQ bill is ready. So it is likely tomorrow we'll lay the report on the LGBTQ bill, by which it has now moved from the committee level to the plenary section for a consideration. So it will be for a second reading. Then after second reading, when the bill passes through the second reading, then it moves to a consideration stage. After consideration stage, third reading, then it is passed and will be referred to the President for a royal assent in line with the constitutional imperative.
Akachi South, Mrashebejani or Monya for Bernard Ahiafo. Na akani for Trosan for Dr. Kwabrando for and ne one so atron in krata in other way at the party at Traikesie. Ya one so edeko, a drum edinichi, and crying, and what dia two jar watch him say. And Tokakui Aquaye Obia, Obetumi Abua Ama and it is grassroots. Woman to me and young Dane was who prem one man would dear with Jina Swa, dear Jumanua, Yadi to me Ekon kind. Now woman pe grassroots. Benya wode no me wo son no e de asia ni no ma pam wo son no e de na kohwirem
menuano ya party no ese ma eye akono Let's make the party very attractive. How do we make it? By making sure that the grassroots are well resourced. That we make sure the grassroots become richer than they are now. And we'll do it. So that anytime we go to war, we win. 2024, we are going to kick the elephant into the bush. The elephant will go to the bush. Elephant, Otifi. Obeko. And we have to work very hard. You have to work hard. The grassroots, the foundation of our party should be resourced, should be made stronger than it is now, so that they can fight the elephant to go into the bush. We will not turn this into a rally. As I mentioned, I have submitted my forms for the contest. My first appeal to you, don't let us insult people. I don't like it. Don't you ever insult anybody because of me. I don't want that. It's only the Lord who gives power, not insults. And don't forget, that is a family, one family. And you see, we are one family, aren't we? One family. How do you insult your family member? After May 13th, we are going to come together and fight hard and drive the elephant away.
Papa Quabrado for Nebra ko party atran yekase atwetwe for fifi flavor kwete wono en waje nkrata no a enne say ye file nominations ni nyina dra wode ni nyina so abawie ye wose no kura ni adwumadie no ya asomdwe pa.
Congratulations Dr. my former boss, for this very important step you have taken. We want to wish you all the very best. We are happy about the way that the whole competition has taken place so far. It has taken into consideration the very interest of our party, and we are very happy at the level of the leadership of the party that so far is one that is marked by love for country. We need to keep our party very united. We need to remember that what is ahead of us, which is the rescue of our country, is far more important than any individual, as you just rightly said. Our anthem calls on all patriots of the land to rise up. And if there's any time in our history that call is important, it is today. The need for all patriots of the land to rise for Ghana. And so I want to commend you as a patriot for making yourself available on this journey towards rescuing this important country, the only country we have, this beloved nation. We want to wish you the very best.
Fifi Flavor Kwete na Adwemtrani di ma ni DC Elections Committee wono so ene kakra Isamwa wode betu dwa wo kirem se wono peso ohimu franka wo ma faale di abani nyinada match bosome ne de to so aduonu nwotwe ne aduonu nkron wode vetin no wo bede won befam wo mu wi ane na wotwe mienu so na wono me fa nkrata asem ra hyebedwafo no so wode wono ma fam na dwumadie ne nyina bebe na wieye me bosome no ne da etoso dumiensa.
In the past 3 days, what we've been doing is receiving the filled out nomination forms of the presidential aspirants. 4 persons picked and 4 persons have returned them and paid the appropriate fee. So that matter is closed. The next step is for them to be vetted. Most probably next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, the presidential aspirants will be vetted. Those who go through, their names will be on the ballot paper for the internal primaries that will be held on 13th May 2023. Whoever wins becomes our candidate for the 2024 presidential elections. Closed everything yesterday 5 p.m. So our people are doing they are processing it. After they've done their processing, we will know the numbers that filed as against those who picked and the constituencies in which they filed, and then we'll let you know. That's about 820 persons who picked the nomination forms online. They are supposed to return them or file them physically in the constituency offices. So all that is being processed, and at the appropriate time we'll know the exact number out of that 820 who actually filed, and make that information available to the press. Conversations are still ongoing at the level of the national leadership, and as soon as we get some conclusion on that conversation, directives will be issued and they will be brought back into the system to participate in the process. The parliamentary aspirants, that's next 2 weeks, first week of April. We'll vet them because Parliament will actually rise, all things being equal, on 31st March. So the first week in April, we'll vet the parliamentary aspirants.
Weye Kakra is Samoa, Director, Adima Advocacy and Policy Engagement, Center for Democratic Development. Dr. Kujo Pumpunia Sante was in Ukraine, Hano Papa, Shua Mina Man, your Semno, Ayenua, Kabi Mamin Kabino, and Ayajina Sabemu, was say a nay, so be Pesu Bejina, Semra Sebejani, and Nasa, Ubehim Francano, Bepria Kunyakasia, Sikachuchi, dia, almost sending in tea, Nipania to me no pe, na fe war pre, a coward in I, so what. And son wa between woman sumpuntu ho was every said kabi mami kabi ya dwumen fi shedua sa any fourth republic ye di akon bebre nanso yan we ya e be wa ha eye bra fomfa ya fomfa te se brato any person nkum na ni pa bi peso omu ni omo ho ade chienti ni nyina ya ne me betumi asa ye kabi mami kabi Dr. Pumpuni Asante de asami to dwa wo bra na wo di dwumason bi a wato ni din se critical issues of transparency, ethics and political party and election campaign financing in Ghana and odi asemi de babetum was in hwemu ababeto dwa say so be person obegina mra sebedwa nia one say Ghana sika inkwam wo pepe ahasanduonum wo de kwa America dollars ni mu $60,000 na so nipa ne person ohim franc anso a wono so wa mokakora Ghana sika free wo pepe ahanwoche aduosia enson wo de ko yinim 50 million na America dollars ne de eye wo pepe enwoche akiripo aduosia enson $8.67 million and no any idea says when nipan wonya na wenyina wonya no oboka no awoba enye ni sika ene obepe.
And when we vote for our elected leaders and also those who get appointed, they get into government. And because of corruption, we don't get the benefits that we need. We don't get the dividends of all that elaborate process that we go through. And we are doing this every 4 years. And I think people are getting so increasingly we actually risk the democracy that we have. Remember we are 30 years of the Fourth Republic. Yeah. We really risk it because increasingly the people who come into government, because they need to recoup their investment, and of course some of them are very, very greedy and they want to amass all kinds of wealth. We don't get, even in terms of policy, the policies are not coherent. We don't get the development dividends that we're supposed to get. And people asking themselves, why should we keep going and doing this? So we are running out of time if we don't correct these problems. And one of the really bad drivers of this kind of phenomenon is campaign financing. And as you said, we started these studies in 2017 where we looked at parliamentarians. Even at that time, the escalating cost between 2012 to 2016 was like 60%. So it cost more, almost 60% more in 2016 than it was in 2012 for MPs. And then even at that time was like $85,000 for an MP to stand for election. And if you take an MP salary at that, it will be about 2 years of your salary, to put that together. When we did it in 2021, it was 4 million, Ghana cedis, because increasingly this idea that you have to now nurture your constituency. Mm-hmm. If you intend to stand in the constituency, you have to start doing development projects. You are taking care of all kinds of things for people for almost, if you intend to stand in the constituency, you have to start doing development projects. You are taking care of all kinds of things for people for almost 3 years before you even start to contest.
Dr. Kujo Pumpuni ene yete ne nka no. Konfa no chia ba ya sabia mo adwumayefo ena sabrede ye wode hyehyɛ yagu akwamu. Say nurse fo a wo referral treatment center ho free na kwese social media. Betumi akɔtran so pa de ene lalai chief executive a wo bɔ adwuma eno de aba wo kyerem sɛ eno bɛboa pa ma ya afa kwagya ya hye no. Wo ma ya hye no atumi akɔnkan eno nti IT department no won ma hye sɛ ne wom computer ni nyina wom mfɛkyere no. Sɛ de be no ntumi nya kwan no wom nkɔtran social media ne so. Professor wo kyerɛ de mensa ene de asɛm no atumu sɛ bɛyɛ ya sɛ arefe obi di naba na social media nti obi ba akɔtran so na be wi asɛ nipa kɔ ba akɔhwere ne nkwa wo so we nyina dra ya de a wodi ehyehyɛ ne memu atumi aboa ama hospital ne nwumadi a wodi sɛ obi yade ne de ne bɛba wo na ya ahye ne betumi akɔnkan na ye wo mani so ade hu ade edi kan no atumi aboa ɛnu nti ɛna YouTube o WhatsApp o Twitter o TikTok o ni nyina wode so ɛde atoso no wode asɛm itu dwa wo bra ya sabia no afia wie ye dwumadie wode ɛto nipa nyina danso anim ɛwo ho na me konam ne wura kwa mfrempɔn ye ɔyɛ kasama afɔde ma konfa no chaba ya sabia no atwetwe nkɔmɔ me wura kwa me mfrempɔn ma adwoe eja mpacho na ho te sɛ ebru
nyame antaroma
asɛm ya mode abayi sɛ pa na mo pɛsɛ mu kyerɛ mu
sɛ hospital adwuma no ade a wɔsɛ biribia no hospital ayaresafoɔ a ɛwɔ hɔ no ɔmo ɛkɔ ɔsɔ mo ni kɔ patients na ayarefo na mmerɛ kakra ni ya na yɛ na complaints bi a meba hospital hɔ no ebi wɔsɛ obi hwɛ me so na me ni hwɛ baabi a na wɔhwɛ computer so na wɔhwɛ biribi ɛna ɔda ɛyi so hwɛ so ɛkyɛ sɛ facilities bi wɔ hɔ no na sɛ wanhwɛ and check and balance amba ɛno tumi ma obi ani free na adwuma a wɔyɛ ho na yɛhwɛ other corporations a wɔ Ghana ne na sa Ghana ɛna ɔmo policies ne saa nɔma no ɛwɔ saa nɔma no ne hu sɛ ɛba sɛ abɛɛfo internet yi sɛ deɛ wode yɛ adwuma nko a no deɛ adwuma wa ɛboa ma w'ani kɔ adwuma no a woyɛ no so dan sɛ de bɛma wo kwan sɛ deɛ wopɛ bia bɛtumi de ayɛ no ɛno nti na mpanyinfoɔ de sɛ baeɛ sɛ fa YouTube no ne Facebook no ne TikTok ne saa nɔmɔnɔmɔ ɛkeka ka ho no deɛ ɛne adwuma no a woyɛ no ada particular time no ɛne direct relations nti no ɛno no wɔsɛ yɛtumi ɛblɔko no na mmom deɛ hia sɛ wode bɛ patient records ne wɔde ɛni deɛ yɛma mo ho kwan nti hospital computer system no nko a no ɛne ablɔko saa nɔma no afiri ɛso
Chronic phone the obetumi ahwe so ade ide ode Mr. Frimpong
yeah
na che se ne phone ekura ne de obetumi de ide ode
at least eno de wujia hono na so de ya obetumi se ne phone so na de hwe ade no kisa no complain e be material dan say bia wo hwe en computer se de so se fan hwe yi na buza na so ka se open information na nsi bia na hwe ganye mu bi and now online series bi nti eno no timit sa distractions ne so
ti we no so obi ya na muso ni mu asotwe bi wo ha o de be ma no
eno de the relation of duty we this code no say ye de adwuma bi ama wo na wan hwe so anye na wo ye bi fufuro no ehun se o
ana ma ye computer no nseche we se nipa no kra wontumi nya access no
sanity
na sign na wo muso mu
eno de so also enye emrafufu omo a sabi adwuma mo no ni bi etu kwan akọ attachment akọ training na mo se hospital de hospital bi no mo me fan se abrochie ye tiro so to be da mo ayesa no man normal kra
na referral treatment center won kwa na mo ye no na mo ntre mu nye ho nyina
ye hospital nyina no ene ya ni sa of course ye libraries na wo no na mo computer indie ni nyina akwa benya sa no man benye bebia ye hwe patient
na ni emergency o ba bia o computer no mabubu nu ade asisi kwan nyina
sa pepe
yo ye hwe ba bia ade ye bekwa akosie mi wura men se wo no wada age no mre wa ye da ase
yo yeso da masi
owura kwa mfrempon ye kasa ma for de ma konfa no cha ba ya sabia na de mai wa no ni mo ayi mu bebe o kotra computer no ho abu nnua de asi kwan nya de abetumi e de akobrazo ko gina wo phone no so ne so mu a ene wa wo sebeno na aka ne mrahye bedwani di ma de hye wo subin ono ada na Ghana Cocoa Board nso no oda no osan be ye o my Ghana nam senior United Kingdom ton so wabo adwuma wo ho waye dwam training di ama Ghana Port and Harbour onimonyamfo Isaac Osei eno de atudwa set afo pankrono mri bi atwam mrahye bedwani Dr. Anthony Akoto Osei ya ba ma wo kukodurufo bowura busuamu no mpie ye musase bia kade ne sanwunwu ato no so akyi no edineti ya no wansi ado no kranie emu oya papa wose wo obi a no man puntuo de na koma so na de bia wodwen wo man no enkan kro ho ebra na wo kasa fa papa ewo hu no so man no ya hwrade papa esan se tafo pankro no emrahye bedwani atwam yi wo kagya no mu a wo mo adi akotene papa e wo MPP amanyuko no na amanyuko no na eda wonom akoma so
your platform bi Accra Caribbeans and I'm a say also yamshe che ono me ko University of Ghana and I'm san ko America but ono di ono ko America in term and so ko Berlin College ne Howard University no ho na nso ko ya PhD che kra no a professor wo ho oba Ghana nso obeye adwuma wo SEPA ujina elections nso ye che swami mu no na ono fa ultafo che ye friend tafo pankrono no ne papa free pankrono the meeting aka fa koto hunu se no abin seja economics no na e won nsa no definitely na won nsa no nti bibia ni ho abit bisa no a efa nkuntabuo oman nkuntabuo a akoto ontimi enya bibi papa enka nchewo nti bra yenya Bandu do free one. Ono na President Kufo Minister of State say on share on minus kasem in Kuntabu so a chezo akoto President Akufo-Addo address no can cabinet members no unse constitution say nipa dunkno on never form the major advisory team support president of monitoring and evaluation. Monitoring and evaluation, no. I'm saying President Akufo-Addo create say obi ti sa kuto obi a ni mumani no kwetche na ote oman no sikasem ase no ono no nye monitoring and evaluation. Ntina ministers no performance systems no ye no ma bebre am didi so de boa na Akufo-Addo amemu nti ya hwade na yɛretu aka no sɛ minia kumano no ono nefa sɛ mene umiapani DK Osei ambassador DK Osei ɛna efiri na akoto dia odi achi nti nkana aka kakra bi ɛnso bosome yɛ bɛyi isu nanka ono so di 70 to say the dia
on manyamfo Isaac Osei enwumre no sia kase abo adehima ma wutie free Sompa 93.1 FM Sompa 98.9 abefo kwankase sonso ye jeja ye ho pa ye doubt so oba ni kufra kwantuo mu aba no aye wuradi ya wo twe no ene ye fire nkuare simu ene ye gusuada menko a mikonu solo no ehia boa na de eja hia to me a mi bomu kuku anzo ba ye hia senketoa abusua ye to akase bo no eso emrahye bedwafo se ye kase wontumi si gina ye emfa asoafo nsia na adodan kwa Akufo-Addo abomudin no ho na bra na onmonyamfo azekoseusu e de committee report ne to wonu anim no se wo mo de dododo nde ko ma agi atum se ya approve nanso yentie said wo chire mu
on His Excellency the President of Nations for ministerial and deputy ministerial positions. Speaker, I will seek your leave to only read the highlights of the report while I urge the Hunter Department to capture the rest of the report in its entirety. The Speaker, on Tuesday, February 7th, 2023, the President, in accordance with Article 78 1 and 79(1) of the 1980 Constitution communicated to Parliament the nomination of the following persons for consideration and approval as ministers of state and a deputy minister. 1. Honorable Governmental Hammond, Minister Designate for the Ministry of Trade and Industry. 2. Honorable Brian Echampo, Minister Designate for the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. 3. Mr. Stephen Asamabati, Minister Designate for the Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. 4. Honorable Mohammed Amin Adam, Minister of State Designate for the Ministry of Finance. 5. Honorable Osebo Suamwa, Minister of State Designate for the Ministry of Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development. And 6. Honorable Stephen Amwa, Doctor, Deputy Minister Designate for the Ministry of Trade and Industry. The Speaker, the committee advertised the nominations and invited the public for memoranda if any for the consideration of the committee. The Speaker, subsequent to that, the committee sat and conducted 2 public hearings for the consideration of the nominations.
Onmonyafo Joseph Osei-Usujo Wise onoso edie no na wawie na drum ketwa ne se woyo laila report wa mo kan kra yenye bi ene ahwem ene akamu asem se ebeja tomo yanyintum ese etumi wenkrata mu na moma ye mmere na yehunu se ne yebebuild consensus wo se ebeja tomo se yanyintum onmonyafo Ahmed Ibrahim eno disemni.
It is a fact. You gave a referral, a directive that the paper was duly laid and it should be distributed to members. That directive that you gave was not complied with. And Right Honorable Speaker, if you can observe, just as we started speaking, the paper was being distributed to members. And Mr. Speaker, what the Honorable Okujato is saying is that when you gave that directive, based on your directive, he has been going to the newsroom thinking the people will be in his pigeon hole. He never found a copy in his pigeon hole and he was never given a copy. It is just right now that he is being given a copy. He glanced through and realized it's about 63 pages document. Right Honorable Speaker, the statement that consultation is being taken with leaders. I'm in the leadership, but I'm not a member of the appointment committee. But I've been conferring with my minority leader. I said, there was a draft copy and he was going to make his input, and that was the minority leader. So the speaker, that was done before the paper was made. But your directive was not complied with, and we want, Right Honorable Speaker, we want you to know that going forward, when you give a referral and direct that copies should be given to members, instantly copies must be given to members. Right now, my good self are in the leadership. This is my copy that they just be given to me. This is my copy. I even have to call Kwachi before he brought it to me. So I'm going to read through. Based on that, I want to make a plea that if we will suspend for members to go through the document.
Way on Monyafo Ahmed Ibrahim. Now we ye na deputy majority leader. Ya ofie mu ho no mo Monyafo Alexander Afenyomakins. And so as a motion woman support Ojam Treni Papa Joseph Osei-Usu committee report no woman yintum.
Which motion is to pray this house to approve these nominees. Mr. Speaker, it is my case that all the nominees except nominee 3 at page 63(2) of the committee's report are currently sitting members of Parliament. They are out. We know them. We know their potential. We know their capacity. We know what they have done for this country. Mr. Speaker, Honorable KTM, an affable character,
an experienced counsel, an experienced member of the House, who, Mr. Speaker, has previously occupied a ministerial portfolio, albeit a deputy ministerial portfolio. And today, by merit, he's earned this nomination. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Brian Champo is a member of this House. He was once a Minister of State at the National Security Ministry. He was later transferred, Mr. Speaker, to the Ministry of Interior. And Mr. Speaker, his experience in the private sector is for all of us to get. Mr. Speaker, going to a ministry such as Food and Agriculture, Mr. Speaker, I have no doubt on my mind, and I believe colleagues will have no doubt on their mind, that he's going to make a lot of inroads in ensuring that that sector is boosted. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Asamoah Gwartey, he served as a member of Parliament. He was in this House. He worked in government circles, became a Minister of State. And Mr. Speaker, in this administration, what we know as SIGA today, State Interest and Governance Authority.
On Monyam for Alexander Afenyoma Kensena, Yadaswaya Mrashabe Fiemu. Yes, meeting, Guswada Ayakoso, Efa Papa Katie Hamon, Papa Steven Amua, no one of my count, your power, dear Sume Busta Cheche, Nana Yachi, Ewo. Hello, Nana.
Mammy,
Marjoe.
Made you so.
I fed woman Yajwama to Moana.
Mini as I say, dear, Yanji woman to Muye. Esan say, a sitting on a woman in Saint Kakra. Na se yebebo telephone tremu kakra enne ansa ne se Speaker of Parliament Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagman e bra don ko bopa ho ye wotena na adwam no ene o hye ye se eyade enne appointment committee report no ewedum fe won beye ho adwuma asigina ye wo ho nanso do kuma ne ye se committee report no ebi nka wo monsa report no omunim de ewom enu nti omuntu minya nyina so bia omudi beye debate enka speaker nhwe na womo ne kwesi wochena esan se report no yate se 63 pages na omunya daji nkosua nhwem ehu de ewom ansana se debate bi wo hokra omuntu so omatumi akire omo adwen wo ho na so speaker si debi esan se aka na wotwepe na mrahye no omo de omasitena we akona wieye ehia mase appointment committee report bia abanyeduma hu hia bia wo mo hwe na omusi hu gina ye ntia na de esuo mu awiamu o osumu ohan mu sa committee report ne nko ade omo betena so enu to speaker say yese wa ma omusima maku dunum pe wo mo nyina nkohwe report nim na fe omo fa debate no enhihye so na said chairman edema appointment committee ononyafo Joseph Osewusu omuvi motion ya no o kire say a majority decision of the committee the omadi atumusi sa soafo ensian ya ni omuntum nanso edom kuma na wo committee ni so no aya petampe baby omugina na omugina wo mo se asoafo ensian we wo mogi tumo enye ye sanso mampani na na dodanko akufu ado na mamuo no adehye na odo omubu no omodo sododo entinka wonte so nanso ebra chairman presenting the committee report wieye no ononyafo Alexander Fenyo marking o second year no chesi chaso nsie nyina yemrahye bedwafo wo mu nyina nanfofo no wom enti wo mu nyi wo mu ntum even be a cry by voice vote cry enti se bia the ranking member no eye ononyafo atoforcing obe debate anaso won debate no ana ononyafo Frank Anodom pre editor speaker nim se womuntwe sa dwumadie nsinsen na omu suspend asetena no for 1 hour na omunti nkonwa bi wo ho ansana woma babiem enu nti besise me no kasei omu suspend sitting no womu maye semini ana wura chamber ni mu a wo behu se ba bi ahoho otena no NDC amane kuo no omumpanifo ononyafo Johnson na Siedu Nkatia waba ha nwumre yi saa nso so na Semi Jemfi ewo ha ye ne wo mu hwe se wo mu be hye wo mu krofo kiti se asoafo nzien wo mu ni wo mu ntum consensus building eguso se wo mu be ti ase ana so wo mu nti ase ensan se minia se ne ye prempren ye so wo ba na se debate ni toa so na wo mu wie na wo mu so wo mu beto so aba Alsheya na bana pai esanse me no kasei adisia na semra se bedwafo ewo ha MPP eye 136 NDC 136 ekoba ni sa no moto abana na pai esanse MPP fo no de me no kasei onabo Sarah Josafo oni ha sa so na Deputy Minister for Roads and Highway Honorable Mavis in Cancer Boadu that's in TSN ne ho fa no enti wa Yarisa enti se akoban se ye to abade a ane ane nne saa soafo nsien ahwe ya no muti adi nseni animu
so na ne de aye ne so de na so kopem sa de be che de den ye se bibi tumi si o mra hye bedafie o
se de wo kan na de nti ye den la bibi de ebesi adase committee report no omo bebatu agwanfa nya adwuma anase edom command beto omo ho ase nempo aye by voice note anase bia head counter enkwayesi ye hye that to aba wo mu nyina so sansa aba ne de simpanifo kofa ba mu de a ene MPP amanyoko no wo ho be kire omo kakra
na wura no mu nso abetra ho a wo mu hwe mu se no so ene nya de a we mu so aba no wo mu kra ba se ento a ye beto because wo mu mpanifo abetra e be fi ye ni ahwe wo mu ebeto no wo mu ento mebo a ane ya
ni de ayedin ama fanu ni mienu se consensus building between them no ebe ye adwuma esanse se NDC for mpanifo anya dinkonya e wo babia ahoho tena ye a wo mu face wo mu members hwe se hwan na ekoto no hwan na eto yes ni de ayedin
ya da se why abo adwuma kona kwa home na ya akirtwie ono ene yekotie bekani a wo man mra hye bedwafia enkra pumpuni mantem ya woto ye nkra na nanu muzremifo nyina so pa wode somono untumi nyi Ramadan enso emfrim eyade a wo 5 pillars ana asese no Ramadan di mu akoten papa be wie be ye zakat enso e de aka ho akomche krunkrun nefua no aduasa ene odi si obo nyankropon alam paye esre mobruhunu enam so menkramantem asantimantem kumase Sheikh Harun Mumin wono eneye chief imam wono so se sabre no nyankropon ala hihye nhira bebre de ama muziremifo a womde wo ho hyemu e akomkyere krunkrun so emu enunti wabora futuo de ama nanano muziremifo nyina se nefo amakoma akwaduasa wode ebo mpaye no ade bia no hihye ye wo sa akomkyere ho de ensese wo monye no mo monye de ensese wo ye no so wo monye na wonum se nhira bebre ebefiri so aba Sheikh Abdul Harun Mumin
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah pensionina kupon shisema yo pensionin shana simbian kano Ramadan so ene shewda bosume bia shew bosume kana yankopon edisa pension no emano so monja na adadu enu nankono ana adadu asa shadima muslimini ba ni muslimini ba bema bia shadima wanya fiedu motwe ekrono ndekra nkodana 10 years o munyina timini ye o mu ani etia o mu no majae and 18 years there ni kwa so de to ese oye edukwa wie energy se bia yare bi na bebom yare bi be hawa na wa stop na wa sa ho yare usa yare kuya na ebiaka na watu aso yebia na wapiaka shapa yankopan hye edi ama muslimini ba eni muslimini be ma bia sene hye no etie no enti me no mafutu amede ma mun se munyina monsum na monye papin enum islam papin num no eno na toson nai le din kan ubedin sisadi bua no asumo no kronji so nyakopon okomshani Muhammad ya no sumafo na toso mi enu ubedina wana so afren nyame prenum bakro de toso miensa eno so ubeyin tuti entity so bi entity so do no we ya adwuma bi ana we ya adwuma next guy e be do point bi a so we bi efim now the two sika ho na to so na so eno ni chiriya ye wo mu a ye ena de to so enum so any haji so what is wa ubetumi ba so na untimi a say ni transfer ko bobusan ko and all that bomb pass anya me say obi wa ba fo akọ sana share ne tie enam sani tino siam ya ye ka share ejima muslimi ni ba ni be ma be anti obi a o chire bi so ya atwe na o hwe no ye ni chiri wi aye say normal basa no mu ne de akeka ho na bia o sori ntokwa na o mo ko ene de ni nyina Islam amakwan sa eti sede etie no na onum nso no so a ene kwa o se woni wo yere a neta wia no omfa ho nka o yere na mmom onum nso no ada onum nso no we ya na obetimi na no ahia mu
na chese unya no nsuo no antantem na ubeya no wakoye ne ntem nyesa de ne yepa ho de age ade kyen foforo wani nso bebre pa akwam kyen ne we kwam de wonu mu no waya asen so ewe wo ya ne modin ye gina kasafidie kasie so na nano muzirimi fo nyina ya ma wonom Ramadan Karim yetwa kasie bono eso ede amamo ketia awatwe atwam obi nim de kwate ba yere humamu eja hwere nkyere eja sade ekoto fa ba bi mekofa ehoye kakra nso de bai meeto dan kasie mu nansa se yemfanye nsisiye enumu na mampania be de akire sirem se eja ta otese bonwoma so na wo presoro we die Dr. Laji Mamadu Baumia Dr. Digital wono nso be pie mu pani wo fie yenti wo so wonhwe ma ye maame num ntra fie mekomo no sa wonum ombede kuratua wonum lom ti wo sra se mie ma won no mu konkodi wo mudwa yanka bi nhemu o yese na ya sa tudwanum ememe ibo sudwire kire se na tete de mampani abedi akire be kan ti bunamu perifo mu wade ye nti mo twe na no de awo fom se mo sa tudwanum ko fa ho ye kakra nso bai na ye nti ese de ma ne kire mu
omo ma ye 3 days atu ya wada o ma be bia mai afa ya sha ya wada ne ba ya ba so so wo nyina ene ya oho o ma nan so say extension I say stop na wa nyadi ne ma ya kwai ya de kwai ya ma time ya de kwai ya ba da ya di chiri ko ho o ko mo bi ma ho dada yes ramo ka bi ma ya ba umia ya ni etu aba no ya mudi ya de kumase fo ya ba umia na pay ya ma wa che wona wo ba ya na wo so wa ba bia dwan market ro bia mram ya ba ya ne ba bia asia ne ba bia ya wono and come out chipaba pa o mutu o ti o mo ma ya ma 600 stores almost 2 years say yan free day money an ko mo ma ya ko pema chinfie ya ni oma ya ni sky ya ni oma ya raba ya ona so ba president ya ni ya gujo ana wa be bia janu se ma trust ni ya ja 600 o mo ti ya ni odua ni obo ya wona wo ba ha ameka sie mi stores no ni pastor standard kejetiafo na ese kase o maboa ye pa wa se de mo be kava ma ye no ebiom baby ase ye ne ye ne ma anse na ye so panse no amode nyama be je contractor for do mo gate abesisi ya kase kwa mo so o kana security for be bom eti ne ma ye ton ne fa ne ma ne nkwan ye fa ene ma ne ye fa nkwan ye fa bible se baby wa kuma hono waja pade wo ba o me na na adoi sama ma kaye tamanya ambe bia gate am me to ye ne ma next year election o ya ka mo se bia de election ya swaba me say ya swab
yo nana kufuado so aka o se mo nto emfa no enti ene mu besu na masu akwapem se ba ba bie nso de amamo na ya kama why enti egusu ada me nkoram ne kwam redu enko otwe nkomo hello kwame
ayini ni
ya daso majwe
ya no
na o mse say
ya ko pa de mo ayini ni
baby aya tumu yin ya ma o mse o munyi o mu ne emei eni baby eja ne hye ye ne emu wa na ben so
yo catch any financial Mr. Kakra fine. Now, my uncle, the Ministerial, Aviano, Yaditu, Fatica, a Jadi for one, there be a she, and I'm so Emma Apapo in the Abra woman. Sadia, when you can about who or more annual seminal. Aviano, or more frail woman, yes, there be a she, any baby, Aka, at Sayano. I'm going to ask how you make you, Amana, ye. Now, so I'm 24 canina, Bumite. Omunfiri ho na omunye ehihye papa mfama wo mu na ni nyinamu na omu kire se se kwabadi yi omunye akara braka ngo omunye abo mu kire se dimedi omu bedi eme omu be ya to bibi kura na be tofo ma nya de be kan wo mu ehwo de omu betumi aye omu adwuma amena yie na amforo de omu be ya no nya de be kan wo mu anso empirifo abona akrofo abona ya empirifo ka ne se ehwo de ye mo omu na ho na omu kani na bum aye ho adwuma na awianu mu na ye no wo mutanta ho no ohini ani tabia mi kese de bra adwumayefo no kontratafo no esa ba ho no kese wo mo de omo enchance no ba ba de kwanya da mu nyina obi antumi nya kwan enfa mu giri mi kese omo nyama nyina na mu de omo kan se eche yankofo ya de mo mbesa ba aba mpanifo ho so mbenya kwan dia mo mo se omo mra no mo meyi omo nyama nyina anase omba prince omo chambe dia and everything crowded, but you can say the drum war, Yadia Betumi, I said, they are the drum we are doing. And it's almost pressure for the commitment now. No, you know, I'm getting a moving channel. That means I did there. In 24, the almost 60 up from women there to what we said. Women there to uncle. Cast of what you are more, yes, woman, you are so be you are dear. And I'm saying, I found one better as you not you know. Women are into what my maker say, you're from women there, you're more kind of say, when you're one better back, the number of the some better to about a house and a young woman, you were not. Again, the Yomo can say 1 year, and ya dear, almost the dear Holma, and that can't woman to a mountain. Now, a Chabia, Mungum, can say Mungum, woman into the follow, and the best year is as so many other dear families won't feel what they are, a China on the Samba, and one to Roman will give it to on in it. Here, make a subject. The phone, yes, see, calling now. Omunia, Kimbia, Mubia, and you see one mark. Sabina, I'm getting a bit of the Canapa. If you're in the can say, I'm in the Canapa. The better about the check, temper from you know, and few, Roman year 12 months. I'm not saying, one baby, a panel, was superior, while I will say, I will find out. And a thing I'm going to have the money, you see any.
Staff for baby, I saw Muntuna, dear Ben Yaman or Muton or Kwame.
And come to turn one and Yama for Uzi, almost a bit probably talk to man, a bit down whom your manga crack and probably no moving tone of not. Said I want to see a idea, almost as a bit to me, aha, the June of Bayam. I don't know who I prayer or more catching for the project. I don't know, or more quite normal and your Munton or Munimo. No one was found your Wajuma. Now, this are not the bomb, the moment. A common quantity about that. I think some more fight, you know, almost simply was a more fine. No one told me that a cat, baby, only a man of cry.
Now, Kwame, wow, sha, baby, I see any baby. What we had you may have been ho.
Well, you need, oh, yeah, media, and any part of the media. The bet me, I can say, okay, a queen at the moon one. That is between at home, and I hear. Then said, my apology, yeah, not a combat to baby, now a pack of body, a bit more. You are putting the dinner at the top of the body dance, or nothing more. And so they are to move about. And indeed, can you say, a moment, the Alomina and 2 or more. Near Juman, second with that count there. We are not about before. Then so a couple of Yankee, and I do the forecast. No one said this is a bit I can't want to my family. If I need the air, I'm not Nadia. What is on the Samba? Roman into the first of this market. Somebody from Montreal, Yamika, and they are from now.
Kwame Adase, Namishano Amani boy you free Katia and so bray Yanko Poncasia so my drink check a cram de abano. Yamobosu tete na a same penny panso emetwaso. Poncasia so. Yo, I was young for I went so Yakopon Cassia soa Nyansapo a few kuma and I was say no crane ye pe ni papa ya oba be gina mu dia ma de share we sika do kitan abato pesa so nyamfo Charles Cromwell na benyin ai onua won to bi siu ogina mu papa ya ono so dia wo de baaye no Moshikali Dixon ono so se wo de achi Zibriru Kaswa Zongo eno se ose emiri bia no MPP fo bo mo homoden pa wo bro mo wa ban mu enso chen eni DC fo ya ono so dia wo de aba MC ya preko ose Dr. Akutafiriye ono so wochia no na udina nachi obetumi so de awrehim de abre o man Ghana Sir John Bosco enso dia o de baaye no dodo na friend Kingsley Newman Fanti Akwasa utakunya no wo se nchia enkoma na nanu muziremu fo nyina omomo Ramadan Karim wobra wo bompaye achire ekomu Bibi Kaswa American House o CNPP aban wo ye adwuma ne bo sha wuduru nyina mu emfa no ho ababeto ye ne ma beto tona kwam uchia ma me hawa Mavis Kumsin enso nana akua mo aboaten enso dodo na friend Dr. Baumia Eba o se enchia sonko enkoma Black Stars fo ewo ene omugo akuro dane nan ya omutumi hye yi se wo ma ya de malam go ya omunya hye yi oda mas Paulus Kaswa America kenke house no o se NPP ya manyuku papa no munim kwan fa so etoto o man so esikasem amisko spelele ono so edibi ede about so say Ghana na chese Ghana for etimi enso so ahye no so akwakoye enigisem na we so say MPP nko a ene ye o man enida so ya wono so ede a odi aba Isaac Akroma kosure ono so se wo chia yen ene news mu da osa no otie di free German ya Germany eno no subutu anas fufu o se aka ne mampani ye Rajon Dramani mahama o hano ho na won't be me hwe ya wono so dia odi eba his lasi patriotic voices go so o so chia la kwadwo kire manten wonabo say what's fe oda Ghana fo nyina se Black Stars so obo won mabaso e wonum kurum dia ya wonom edi enno Sapon David I was say odaya se ochia ye adwuma pa ye Francis Kaswa Datus o say Ghana Black Stars my ade ye de besi na say yawo fosu ono so dia se mpenipa dwumedie na bre wasante ebo Benedict esem for peniku covering kejando ono ne bo adwuma de maye na ya bo amali bia boga koso eji wa na nakwabra kese kusu Elizabeth ya Grace mame wata umunyina daka hu bi fididemu brai mafti anopa wajina ne naso bozi otwaku Facebook di amaye Buffalo brother aki kechire ene wonu meka unyina pikenso atrase me sorry de asimpeni pa ebeto so onyini ama kranchada zoa enmity da munyina ase ama mumonitia enyato